Yo, it's been a while, but we are back in BMX Streets. And today we are at a slightly controversial map. This is Dusty Basin Remastered by Yaky. It is the first paid map to be put into the game. So under community content maps, you'll find it at the very top. You should have a price thing on it. It is 800 mash bucks, which is roughly like $8 or £8. So it's actually a fair amount for a single map. And one of the key issues with it was it didn't actually download properly from Mod.io. If you bought it in-game, everybody was having issues with it loading up to 90%, and then it'd kind of freak out and break, and then re-download it over and over. It was stuck in a loop. And then all of Mod.io as a whole kind of got broken. Nothing was really working properly. Finally, I've actually been able to get into the game and play the map. It's been like a few days since I actually made the purchase. So fingers crossed we're kind of at a point where nothing is overly broken, like you can buy things and it loads, hopefully. So for now, this bike that I'm riding is all free stuff from Mod.io. I haven't really gone around buying much right now, mainly because everything's kind of been so busted that it makes me not want to spend any money. Because you can do pretty much everything. You can have a full setup purely from all the free stuff as well. So people that don't want to spend money, that is fair enough. But the people that want to support mod makers, then now we have the chance. As for the price, I would say it is pretty steep, because it's kind of like a DLC level price, maybe. You're essentially getting a map, and given that the issues that came with it meant you couldn't even play it, I think some people are going to be burnt on it fairly quick. Or it's going to like taint everybody's opinion on it. And the thing is, it's not actually anything to do with Yaky, the maker of the map. Like, they just remastered this map. Looks very nice and everything. But then he's had to go around trying to explain to people how to get the map working because of all the issues with Mod.io and everything. Really, it's not on him. He made the map. He should just basically be done. And it's to do with Mod.io and Mash for the rest of it. But Mash is quite well known for not really speaking up about anything that's going on in the game anymore. So that was a bit weird. So anything I say about this is not aimed towards Yaky, because he's always done really solid maps. And it's nice that he's got the chance to do something like this. I just wonder if this has kind of burned him on trying it, because it's been such a weird experience. So for now, I'll try and get all the letters, because that apparently opens something up. Actually threw me off. Oh, so you got gaps in this as well, so it's a bit like the official maps. Only difference is you're paying for this one. I do wonder if that's going to be the way going forward. I don't know if Mash has mentioned if any of the base maps are going to be improving. It's kind of hard to talk about this game right now, because from what I know, console is still busted. And the obvious argument here is going to be we're already doing paid maps, while console players don't even have like a fully workable game. A lot of the functionality is broken. It seems like the Mod.io stuff is still coming, but given what's happened over the last week or so, it's probably for the best that it's not in there now, because it would not be working very well. So he's still ironing out the kinks on that side, I guess. I don't know. Overall, it's been a bit of a rough ride for this game. I almost got very close to just thinking, screw it, I'm not going to bother playing this game anymore. Because as much as I like it, at some point I was just sort of getting tired having to deal with its nonsense. Also, just like playing the game itself. Something feels a little bit off at the minute. So it's not been that enjoyable. Okay, we've got all the letters. So this should open this thing up over here. We'll have a look what's inside. Can we just hop in? Oh, maybe not. You probably could if you tried, but it's not quite like skate. But we'll just sort of hone you in super easy. So let's say we've got a little half pipe here. Okay, so it's fairly simple maybe. Okay, that feels pretty good. It's more maybe a kind of Easter egg sort of area than anything. I'm probably never going to get that grind again, am I? Try one more time, see what happens. Yeah, maybe not. Right, going back out, there's one more thing to show off about this map. It's something that's actually secretly been in the game for a little bit. It was, if you press 6, 7 on the keyboard, or 8, 9, you actually spawn a trike or a car. For whatever reason. Here, you got these two buttons on the side of this garage. In this case, we've got a drift car. So let's try this, see what happens. You do gears with RB, LB. I do have row mod on, and apparently that kind of screws it up a little bit. But I tried it without as well, and it doesn't feel too great. Like when you just spawn it in on other maps. As you can tell, it's a bit wonky. I guess it's just a bit of an Easter egg. But maybe slightly more useless. I don't know how many people are going to get much fun out of this. It seems pretty slow. I wonder if row mod's ruining the speed on this a bit. Probably take it to the ramps actually, see if we can do something with it. Okay, so I've managed to figure my way. What am I even doing, honestly? Yeah, it's certainly a thing. Your enjoyment of it may be limited somewhat. Try this drift bike. Okay, for whatever reason this drives a bit quicker from the looks of it. Actually feels like it works a lot better than it used to as well. Back in the like 1.0 days when it was just kind of a bit of a disaster. You may get a little bit more enjoyment out of this, but again, it's very kind of jankily implemented. Don't expect much from it. Maybe more of an Easter egg than anything to take seriously. Okay. Let's take this to the skate park. See what happens. Okay, so the drift car is still there. Okay, can you do tricks? Actually, yeah, you can. Okay. Backflip. What are we doing? Still, you can use it at the very least. There's probably some meme potential. I can't even talk at the minute. Meme potential with this thing. turn down look like? Give it a wall ride? Okay. Ironically, I'm having a bit more fun with this than I am the BMX at the minute. It's probably the perfect thing to do a short on. It's got the right amount of goofiness to get people commenting and also invite the angry people who are wondering what the hell Mash is doing. Kind of like perfect rage bait material, I guess, which is maybe what Mash is going for with it. Well, probably not, but you know. Can you mani it as well? Okay. It basically works exactly the same as a BMX. So go back to riding around a little bit. Maybe it doesn't feel as bad as it used to. Honestly, I can't tell anymore. Actually, no. It feels pretty broken in places. I think overall it just needs a bit of a fix for whatever's going on with some of the transition stuff. It's either too much or not enough. I can never find a sweet spot anymore to kind of like try... Like you can see there, it really shot me in a crazy direction. Sometimes you can just literally be pulled across like huge gaps automatically, and then other times you're trying to get a specific trick and it just won't help you out whatsoever. At this point, I kind of struggle to find anything to say about this game. Part of me can enjoy it at times, but can't really overlook all the overriding issues with the game, what's going on with console, what's going on as a whole with the game. It's a weird situation. In terms of the actual map, like, feels good. A bit like some other maps I played, I kind of wish the game played a bit better so I could enjoy it a bit more. It may just be me, I don't know, some people... Actually no, I noticed a lot of comments, people saying it feels different now. Not the same as it used to. Something's definitely changed, not necessarily for the better. Definitely see the transition pull there. Just spot this ledge. Maybe try and figure out a way to get on that. Oh, we made it. Maybe we won't make this video too long. We'll go check out the dirt jumps. I remember watching the Old Potatoes stream when he was doing this map. He was struggling with the dirt jumps a little bit. Dirt jumps have kind of been famously a bit jank. So I'm not going to try and do anything too dangerous. This little run. I've never even gone through it before. Ooh. Maybe a little bit of casing, but I felt like I was going a bit too slow there anyway. Also hard when you don't know what's coming up. Oh dear. I'm in concentration mode right now. I wonder if that photo gets, like, uploaded somewhere. Okay, we're making it. And then I guess we go into the park from here. Okay. It's not too bad for a BMX Streets dirt section. I've definitely played harder ones. So props to Yaky for actually making usable dirt jumps, because that is a feat in itself. We also appear to have a shooting range, which I guess is for the drone. But I guess these things don't react. This may be just for fun more than anything. And that is more or less everything. Is it worth the amount of money? I will leave that for you to decide. I think for me, because I cover the game anyway, I can sort of pay for it. Cover the cost. Fair enough. My main issue was I was paying for it and then I couldn't actually get the map to work. And the refund system when it comes to Mod.io and Steam is a bit iffy. It feels like you may struggle to get your money back if anything does go wrong. You can't actually test anything and get a refund very easily from what I've found. So that may be one big issue, especially with clothing, because you don't know if it looks good or not when you actually see it in-game. So that's one issue that they're going to have to deal with, I think. And apart from that, just console, the game feeling the way it does as a whole, shifting to paid things, I don't know, it's a bit of a complicated thing. Where do I stand on it? I don't know, to be honest. I'm not hugely motivated to play the game as a whole, so that may be influencing how I feel about this right now. Would I recommend it to people? If you're really still into the game and the way it feels, then yes. The map is really good in itself. Like, no complaints there. Again, this isn't anything against Yaky. It's more the game, the Mod.io integration, which has been pretty broken. I don't know. I mentioned it in a few other videos. Kind of a little burnt out on this game. I just want it to feel good. And we're not quite there yet. And that's going to be the biggest issue holding it back. We'll just have to wait and see how it goes, I guess. On that note, I'll leave it there. I'm sure the comments are going to be glorious about this. I've tried to be as flat as possible when it comes to my opinion. Kind of get both sides. I'm not going to be a huge hater or anything, but I'm also not going to sugarcoat what's going on. It's a weird decision at a weird time. But I guess that's what MASH needs to do to keep the game afloat at this point. And as a side bonus, it will give mod makers more incentive to move over. That's the other thing, actually. Skater XL or modders from other things, if they see that they can actually make money through an in-game system, it may motivate more people to come over and create stuff for this. But again, it's all on the premise that, one, people want to play the game. Well, it's mostly that, to be honest, right? If people don't want to play the game, they're not going to be incentivized to purchase anything. Right. Enough ranting. I'll leave it there. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next video.